next speaker is in his first season as the head coach of John Ehret, a native of New Orleans who started Karr, was part of the state championship in 1993, started McNeese State, played for the New York Jets in the NFL, served as the head coach at Sophie B. Wright previously, and now is the interim head coach at John Ehret High School. The Patriots are currently 4-2, and they host Landry Walker in a huge showdown game in District 8 5A Friday night at 7 p.m. at Awesome Epsom Stadium. Please give a warm welcome to John Ehret head coach Del Lee Collins. Del?
Good afternoon. Just talk to you a little bit about John Ehret football. I'd like to thank the Foundation, Quarterback Club, and Kim for inviting me. We kind of ran a gauntlet this first part of the season. We had a doozy with West Monroe, had to come back with Hollandville, and then Destrehan. So we kind of ran a gauntlet the first part of the season. Even before that, we had a couple of trying times with, we lost our head coach, and, you're dealing with emotions with high school players and things like that, and they were a bit emotional, but, my focus was really to steady the ship and make sure that everybody stays on track, because we have a pretty good football team. Offensively, we've been very productive this year. We have Travis Mumphrey at the helm. At quarterback, we have two good receivers with Jamal Houston and Lorenzo Penn. And coming out of the gates, as far as running the ball, he's been very productive for us, is Terrell Brown. And, those guys are doing a pretty good job on offense. Defensively, we have Byron Jenkins, who's been doing pretty good in the middle for us. We kind of switched some things around with him. We have Jeray Williams in the defensive backfield, who's doing pretty well, and Eldridge Walker and Earl Barquette, who's doing pretty well for us defensively up front. All in all, like I said, we're doing pretty well. We're 4-2, as Ken said, and we have a big one this week. So we're just trying to get prepared for that and make sure that our guys are doing what they're supposed to do to go out and have a pretty good game. I will say this about our crew that we have, or our football team this year: they are fighters and they're very resilient. You never know when you're dealing with things like this. It's pretty traumatic the way things happen in the beginning. And you never know how it's going to fare out, but they are fighters. They really are, and they fought every single game, win, lose, or draw. They're there. So, worst case scenario, we're out there and we're going to, fight to the end this week. But we're looking for a good game this week. Any questions?
Coach, you got a pretty good defense from what I've seen. Talk about some of your players of your Division I type players that are going to go on to college.
We have a few of them. Like I mentioned, Earl Barquette is being recruited heavily. Eldridge Walker is, Byron Jenkins. We have a couple of key injuries that we had even before the season in the Jamboree. Isaiah Wyndham, who was being recruited, who's a strong safety for us, but he's out for the season. Those guys, they do a pretty good job for us, and we're just expecting them to finish the season strong. But they're doing pretty well. Okay. Well, thank you very much.